So definitely a matchup where I think you're a little more... If this was an Ornn, I think you're feeling great. Obviously, Ornn after last game, not available.
Right. Fearless taking that one out.
Yeah, we're just continuing this, because why not? This is a Renekton without Flash, but he is still a Renekton, so... Oh, that's a slice and dash used!
Yep, they wanted to get the E, and then you bring up the Nocturne. Now Gigo finds a little bit more damage with another Decimate, and for the 4th time in 4 games, first blood is top lane. FURIA on the board. Tatu, he might not be farming camps, my friend, but he's farming champs.
And it is Broken Blade attempting to really keep the pressure up, as you would do, as we do have Labrov on his way.
Oh, miss. Nice connect there on the hook. Ayu gets grabbed, and the follow-up from G2 forces out a flash. Ayu staying alive for now, but it's a potential 4-man play from the side of G2. Caps with the flash in for the blooming blows to find the first kill, as Toots now in the middle of 4 has to use the ulti back over the wall.
Say no.
No.
As top lane events are still transpiring.
Yeah, we've got ultis traded back and forth now with a fully charged Decimate. There's that last little bit of damage for the Nocturne. The Fear Tether is attached. He's wearing alligator boots. Tatu grabbing the 2nd kill for FURIA. See that I was afraid of? This is the kind of one that you really don't want to see. Beautiful pull from Labrov into the wombo combo with Hansama's ulti. JoJo's in a little bit of danger. He finally dies, but Toots is hopping in there to make it a 1-for-1 here so far. Now wants another. Hansama in danger. Toots grabbing a double kill. Tatu's about to die to Tatu off to the side at the same time. Skewmon won't get a kill. Holy cow, G2 just lost 4, and FURIA sent him straight to the Shadow Realm.
And yeah, JoJo dies.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, did he even... he did die, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he did die.
Who cares?
Yeah.
You got 2 kills. Tatu does still need to get a base in, and also, again, they got the grubs. But an early Ocean Drake does mean that the Dragon's Soul will probably be high value. Opportunity here for G2.
This is also the first game where FURIA claims the feats of warfare, as now Scion ulti from Gigo to set it up for Tatu yet again. The Cold to Meek for the heal isn't enough, and Tatu's on a rampage. That is 3 kills on the Renekton for the Nocturne.
There is no arrow. JoJo does still have his ultimate available, but I think that Tatu wants to look for a base.
Ooh, Toots looking for the kill in the bottom lane, but the fight breaks out here in mid. Labrov in some danger. Beautiful Seraphine ulti hits all 3. And now Skewmon and Hans got him. But Ayu is focus firing straight through him. Skewmon. FURIA.
Are they going to find him out?
They don't want to allow it to happen, though.
There you go.
Oh, Tatu's going to see the Drake. It's down low. Tatu, he flashes in to try to smite it away, but it looks like both smites got used. So it might have been a bit of an early activation there from Tatu. Diving in now with a paranoia. Wants to go after Hans. Sidesteps away.
Whoa. I mean, you still take that. That's Dominus gone.
Yeah. Dominus out of the picture. BB still very low. Tatu down to about half HP. This is your fed Nocturne. It's a massive shutdown if they get it. Skewmon and Caps going in. Tatu is very low. There's your Pop Blossom from Caps. And the shutdown over to Skewmon. What is the trade? Toots forcing Hans back into the fight. But Broken Blade is ready to jump into the back lines. But G2 has already lost 3. It's a 3-for-2 trade. And FURIA comes out on top.
Yeah, Tatu dies, but Ayu's gliding on them. No one's threatening him on the Ashe.
Oh, here comes Gigo. He wants Hansama. He finds the collision into the Decimate. The volley fade away. And Ayu picks up kill 12 for FURIA. Looking for maybe the opportunity here for a pull, but I would advise against it. Tatu jumping in, immediately decides he wants to go after Caps. Pop Blossom's going to stop it, but only for a moment. Caps is down. JoJo gets revenge. Now a Decimate from Gigo here on the front line keeps Labrov and Hansama zoned away. 13 kills in 18 minutes for the Brazilian team.
The gold lead keeps growing. Mid lane turret is going to fall. Herald soon as well. And with how this game has been playing out thus far,
they're trying to force it down with the extra power of the Callista. Gigo and Tatu want to step up, want to try to stop it. Caps and Hans both here though. FURIA coming in to try to stop this effort from G2, but the Herald has already been claimed by Skewmon. Now you got to look out. Beautiful pull coming out from Labrov to try to shut down Toots. A nice shutdown lands. Big 3-man Seraphine ulti, but where's the follow-up? Nobody on G2 is dead. JoJo's forced to flash back over the wall, and G2, they get the Herald. They get a kill. They They almost get Tatu, but now Broken Blade is still leading the charge. FURIA continues to fight. The Decimate doesn't find the Renekton, and LeBron gets saved by Hans. Gigo's still frontlining as the rest of FURIA runs away. Pop Blossom finds 2. A lot of damage on Ayu, but he ain't dead yet. 1 dead on G2, 2 dead on G2, 3 dead on G2. Hans Sama versus the world, and the world means Brazil. Hans trying to kite it out, but Gigo won't allow it. Ace for FURIA, Quadra for Gigo.
Actually ends up being big, and then you can just leave it at that, right? You got a bunch of cooldowns. Yes, you won't get Tatu, but it's not the end of the world. But instead, they keep going into this choke point, and Seraphine is one of those champions where if you get more rotations off, you end up sustaining so much. These small choke points are huge, as Gigo hasn't died yet, but maybe using his passive this time around.
That is a 1,000 gold shutdown. They have to give this to the right player. Skewmon will be the one to take it. Big shutdown for G2. That was a very fed Scion. That is a top lane that has Otacon that spawned only 1 minute ago. That is a G2 that still has the Herald in their inventory. And this is a big punch coming back from the LEC. After FURIA had been dominating so far, it's Otacon for G2. They're going to slam the turret into the tier 2 turret at the top side at the same time. They should be able to get the gold from this. Ash Arrow collides, but it won't be enough. The turret's still barely hanging on, but the extra damage from the 1 Void Grub is enough to force it down. At the same time, mid lane tier 2s have been taken by FURIA in the mid and bot lanes. Tatu trying to stop the backs, but he walks too close. LeBron with another beautiful pull, but the ulti over the top slows it down. Shut down over to Skewmon. Broken Blade in trouble. He's gonna die now as Skewmon tries to jump back over the wall, but Gigo's ready to chase. Make that 2 dead in G2 jerseys. LeBron and Hans on the run, but Gigo, Ayu, and JoJo are all ready to chase.
It really does. For G2, the upside is that with 2 dragons already, they're not at any threat just yet, as it's going to take a while to take them down. Reinforcements are on the way.
Yeah, Gigo's surviving for now. Got the redemption coming in to help him. Broken Blade now isolated. This is not where he wants to be. He's not going to buy nearly as much time as Gigo could, and that'll be another kill.
As G2 trying to look for a pick towards Nash, not actually going to find one, and obviously not having the opportunity to go for that objective themselves. Can go for a fake out, try and force a response out of FURIA, but not going to go for that. Completely ridiculous, right? Because you can throw in, if you have the timing right, there's very little counterplay available as Lebrov.
Lebrov stunned up, saved now though by Hans Sama. Gigo looking to cut off the further escape route. Nice pull in from Lebrov, but a nice Seraphine ulti over the top guarantees the kill. And now that's 1 dead on the G2 side. Caps goes for the Pop Blossom, but a nice use of the stasis keeps Toots alive. Caps getting away now as Ayu goes on a rampage. End of a play that was just made.
The trigger was
right
pulled.
now. Yeah, we're already there as FURIA will continue their march down mid lane. The first inhibitor turret is down. It is a 5v3. FURIA is continuing to move forward. Remember, they already got the resources. Nexus turret's under fire. FURIA going in. First Nexus turret about to die. Toots creating space. Broken Blade's got hysterics, but he's staying alive for now. There's no more wave. Toots and Tatu both going to take the Hex Gate out. No ulti here on the Akali. Keep that in mind. Broken Blade taking a turret down there in the bottom lane at the same time. He's got a TP if he needs to join up. Here comes BB's TP right now as FURIA is trying to put themselves in position. LeBron already missed the pull. Now you got Toots making space yet again. Going gold, buying time. Caps goes in. Massive Pop Blossom. 0 follow-up. Toots stays alive. JoJo with a Seraphine again. The team fight battery as LeBron will die to the fear tether and FURIA is marching down mid.
It's happening, Flowers!
FURIA with the push. They got to make sure they try to interrupt these backs though. Tatu, he'll stop Skewmon for now. Where's the wave? Hans is cutting it. G2 keeping themselves alive with this.
Just do Nash.
Nice
Just do
arrow.
Nash. It's fine.
Okay, we're not done with the game here just yet. Hans bought time. They've got Gigo with so much HP. They'll pop the paranoia as Broken Blade tries to cut the wave. FURIA want to force the end of the game right now. Redemption comes down. Broken Blade tries to find pressure under the back line, but he won't get it. The Lax Nessus turret still barely standing. Caps goes in for another pop blossom, but he will not get it. Ladies and gentlemen, in the first series of MSI 2025, we are going to Silver Scrapes.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.